What's up, guys? It's Cheesehead here, and today I want to talk about NASCAR 16 and my NASCAR 16 wish list. So, there are 10 main things that I want to talk about and explain to you guys why I really want them in the next NASCAR game, so let's get started. First off, obviously, the main one that I really want to see is have Xfinity and the Camping World Truck Series in the game. Now, I know that there are some things, legal issues that sponsors and some truck teams run into. So this may not be possible, but maybe like add like fictionals, I guess. Then, like maybe like fictionals like in the EA Sports NASCAR games. That'd be pretty cool. But then I feel like people would still complain, but in my opinion, I think just adding the body styles to the game would be really beneficial to the whole overall game, and it like help the game sell even more. So I think Xfinity and the Camping World Truck Series in the game would help boost sales, and overall it would be a fun experience. Number two is the better paint boost system. So what I mean by this is NASCAR '09 had a really amazing paint booth. The current paint booth that we have is not that great. So what I would like to see is like a better way to paint a car. Because in current NASCAR games I can't paint a car worth crap. Like I really suck at painting cars. So maybe even sharing custom schemes online would work, like in Forza or Need for Speed. I've been playing that recently, so they have like a community like place where people can share their own paint schemes and download them for your personal use. So I think that'd be pretty cool to see in the next NASCAR game. The third point I want to go over is the National Anthem. Like in the old NASCAR EA Sports games, start your engine command, show the starting lineup of the race, like in the NASCAR Thunder games, because that is really nostalgic. Like if you were a little kid playing NASCAR Thunder back in the day, '02, '03, '04, it doesn't matter which one, you will remember having the pace lap where all the cars are on the track and you're just getting the rundown of the field and you see every single starting position for every driver. And I used to love that. Like I still love that. Whenever I play NASCAR Thunder, I love just watching the cars roll by and looking at who's starting where do I start, and so on and so forth. So maybe adding that to the next NASCAR game is going to be pretty cool. Fourth point, better career mode. So what I mean by this is that maybe add a fight to the top mode, like '05 did, where you start in maybe let's say trucks or something, like in the lower division series, and then you go into, well, you work your way up and try to go all the way to cup, and then maybe eventually be a team owner somehow. And I think that'd be pretty cool, to be honest. Then there'd be a point of actually doing career mode or season mode, not like the current NASCAR games where we just do one season of cup and then the next one you do another season of cup, and it gets really repetitive and boring. And also in career mode, maybe having fights in them would be pretty cool. Or in general, even having fights in general would be really awesome. The ability to control the driver after the checkered flag would be pretty amazing, because then you'd have the ability to congratulate your teammate if he wins, or you'd have the ability to park next to your rival and try to fight them. I think that's a pretty cool idea. And then another one is the ability to attend autograph sessions or other fan-based events. I think that'd be pretty cool for career mode. Next, I would say improve the damage model, because damage model, as we know now, in Inside Line 14 and 15 are horrible. Maybe have a damage model like Codemaster's Grid game. Grid is a really amazing game. I love that game, especially because of the damage physics and the damage model. Whenever you smash a car into the tire barrier or another car, like the car literally like sucks in, and it's just an amazing damage model. I love that damage model. Now I know F1 2015 didn't look good, but I think if NASCAR 16 could implement a soft body damage model, then I think it'd have a shot to have like one of the best damage models for a motorsport game in the new era of racing games. And also remove the physics where when you hit the wall you get stuck, 'cause I really hate that. I hate hitting the wall and then you come to a complete stop. Like, that's not really realistic. So maybe like actually hitting the wall and having a tire down or a tire rub, then that would actually make the game more realistic and add like better like strategy calls for crew chiefs or you as the driver to figure out what to do after that. Uh, Number six. Uh, this I named it classic NASCAR content, and what I mean by that is add like old NASCAR drivers like Senior, Richard Petty. Obviously, Gordon won't be in the game, so maybe you could count Gordon as an older driver now, and add them into the game as like classic NASCAR drivers, and add like classic NASCAR tracks like Nazareth, North Wilkesboro, Milwaukee. They used to race there for Xfinity, and tracks like that. Because F1 has their classic edition. I think it's called Classic Edition. I'll put it in the screen right there. And it'd be pretty cool to be honest, because I remember in NASCAR Thunder 2003, that's the game I played, they had the plates, and I remember you could unlock the legends like Kelly Yarborough, Richard Petty, Dale Sr., and Fireball Roberts. I think Fireball Roberts is there, but anyways, you could unlock all these like cool legendary drivers, and maybe adding like the legendary tracks would be amazing, and it would build a lot of hype for this game. To be honest, I would really love to see that. Point number seven: have a smarter AI. What I mean by this is that in the current NASCAR game, AI isn't that smart. Like, it's not that bad, but it could improve a lot. So maybe having stats for the drivers like in NBA or Madden, like speed, consistency, aggression, or anything like that, like crew chief and driver like stuff like that. I don't know. Just have like stats so there could be like maybe Johnson and Harvick always in the front, and then you could see like the back. I don't want to call them back markers, but they kind of are. But like the underfunded, quote unquote underfunded back markers in the back, and then you play as any of them, and you have to work with what they got, work with their stats, and try to become better, or work around their stats and try to dominate the field with what you got. Point number 8 is paint schemes. So what I mean by this is that I really don't want to see DLC for NASCAR 16. One, I hope they had all the 2016 Sprint Cup Series paint schemes in the game before it's actually released, because I really don't want to pay like another $25-$30 for DLC I might never even get. Because inside the line they promised us a lot of DLC for the 2013 cars, and we never even got anything. Like, we just got the basic Daytona 500 package, and that's it. So that was a waste of $25. So hopefully they don't screw up this time and they just add all the paint schemes into one game, and that way it could actually be worth $60, not $20 like a Victory Edition. Point number 9, 43 car field in online. Now this is just an idea for me. As of recent, we learned about crossplay, and PC and Xbox are willing to do crossplay, but we just need the linkage from PS4 to Xbox One. So it'd be pretty cool if the crossplay idea works, and all three systems are linked together. Then we could have like bigger fields for NASCAR 16, like bigger servers, and a lot of fun playing these games. But there'd be like maybe a competitive mode, because there's a lot of people that just screw around in NASCAR 15 Victory Edition. So maybe adding a competitive mode with 43 car fields, that'd be really amazing. Now, last point I want to make is support for mods. Now, I know this is a console game, so PC they'd get NASCAR 16 too. That's no problem. But for console, I know that Fallout 4 they support mods. I'm not sure if they actually do it now, but I know they do support mods because that's what Microsoft said in their press conference when that game was coming out. So this is just sort of an idea. If anyone actually does mods for NASCAR 16, then make the mods be able to transfer from the PC to the Xbox. I don't think it's going to work for PS4s, so just maybe stick to PC and Xbox One because I think that's the easiest way to get mods. Transfer from a computer to a system made by the same company. So yeah, these are my top 10 ideas that I want in the next NASCAR game. If you got any better ideas, please comment them down below and I will be sure to read them. I will reply to every comment. And yeah, this is a Cheesehead and I'm out. Peace. Stay cheesy. Did it for you.